Hello everyone, welcome to the next video of C programming. In this video, we'll discuss something about type conversion in C. Now let us understand what we mean by type conversion and why it is required. Now in C, there is a facility provided that you can mix up different types of data types of variables and constants in an expression. But in this type of operation, data type of one operand is converted into the data type of another operand. Why? Because you will get a uniform data type value. And this particular process is known as your type conversion. But why actually you need type conversion? Okay. So let us see the rule of C programming. Now, all the predefined data types are divided or categorized on the basis of the rank, like from the lowest rank to highest rank. Okay. Now, character, short, int are the lowest one. Then comes your integer. Then comes your long integer. Then comes your float. Then comes your double. And after that is your long double. Okay. So this long double is considered as the highest rank data type, and character, short, int, those are considered as the lowest rank data type. Okay. So whenever you are doing any kind of operation in C programming, it is not compulsory that you have to deal with a single type of value. You can deal with multiple type of values in a single expression. But whenever you need to do any kind of operation, either the compiler or the user needs to convert all the data type into a single type so that the uniformity can be maintained. Okay. Now let us just keep this particular picture in our brain. Okay, there are different types of data types on the basis of rank from lowest to highest. Okay. So we have understood what is actually type conversion. Okay. Now type conversion is nothing but it's a process of converting a value from one data type to another. That is known as your type conversion. Okay. One data type to another. Now here there are different types of type conversion. So basically in C we are having two different types of type conversion. One is known as your implicit type conversion. Another one is known as your explicit type conversion. Now let us check what is implicit type conversion. Now the conversion which happens automatically. Remember this keyword. It happens automatically by the compiler. You are not doing anything. The compiler automatically does. But here the question arises that which particular data type will be done automatically. Now remember, if the two types of operands in an assignment expressions are different, okay, then the type of the right hand side, okay, so you have to write OP1 equal to OP2. So the type of the right hand side operand is converted to the type of the left hand side operand. Okay, so that means if the if the right hand side is of lower rank, then it will be promoted to the rank of left operand, which is in the higher side. But if it is of higher rank in the right hand side, then it will be demoted to the rank of the left operand. Okay, so let us repeat it again. It depends the type in the left hand side. Okay, if it is lower, the right hand will be demoted. If it is higher, then it will be promoted. But the right hand side will be converted to the left hand. Okay, so this is very simple. You have to focus on the left hand side data type, and the right hand side will be automatically be converted to that. We'll see through the example. Nothing to be worried about. Now in explicit type conversion, it is not done automatically. It is done manually by the programmer. The programmer will do the conversion. How? Because we are the programmer, we will do the conversion as per our requirement. Okay, so we'll see through the example. So first of all comes as your implicit type conversion. Now in implicit type conversion, the best part is it is done automatically. Now see, we have seen this is of integer and this is of float. And the diagram that we have discussed on the basis of rank, integer in the lower rank, float is in the higher rank. So the lower rank will be automatically or implicitly converted to the higher rank to the float. Okay, how? So let us write the example. So we are looking at implicit type conversion. So what you have discussed? Integer number equal to 10, float value equal to number, and you have to print float value. Okay, done. So let us execute this one. Now see, the float value is converted to 10.60. Okay, so that means here we have understood that this is the lower rank value, this is the higher rank value. The lower rank is converted automatically to the higher rank. Okay, now you can understand in a simple way that you check here. Suppose this is the door you want to come. Okay, and your width is this much, or the things you want to bring through this particular door, the width is this much. So automatically, easily it can come automatic to that particular path. But remember, suppose the width of the door is this much, you want to bring a something which is the width is more. So anyhow, you have to adjust in such a way that it will come through this particular path. Okay, so if there's nothing to be done, that means you are following implicit conversion. If you are doing some adjustment, okay, either you are turning to something side or you are doing something, you are squeezing something, but finally you are bringing through that particular smaller path. That means explicitly you have given some effort to convert your data to the destination data. Okay, this is what the simple understanding of one example. Okay, now coming to explicit type conversion. Now the best part in explicit type conversion, you have to mention in which particular format you want to convert. That means you have given the float value. Okay. Now after giving the float value, you are specifying I want to convert it to integer. So explicitly you are giving the instruction, or the user is giving the instruction that truncate the decimal part and give me the value. So number will become 25. Okay. So let us see that one also through execution. Okay. So header file should be there. So what we need to do? First of all, you have to assign a particular value, whatever random value you can assign. Then you need to give the value to integer. So you have to specify that I need to convert this number into integer to store the value in integer variable. Okay. So this is what explicitly you are giving the instruction to convert my float value into integer so that I can store in integer. Okay. Done. So it is being converted into the explicit type. Okay. Now let us see some more examples so that we can understand in a better way. So integer number equal to 20, then float value equal to 2.5, float result equal to value into number. Okay. So what you have done here actually, we have taken one integer value, we have taken a float value, and we have written one expression. We have told that whenever you are writing the expression, it is not mandatory. All the data variables will have the same data type. So though you can have variables of different data type. Now what will happen? Whether integer will be converted to float or float will be converted to integer, that we need to check it out. Okay. So 20 into 2.5. Let's see, 50.0. Okay. Now suppose I am changing here to 75. 55.0. This one will be 21. Okay. So you are getting some original fractional point value. So that means what happening here? Now value is as it is in the float format. Number is in the lower rank. So number is converted to float. The entire expression is considered as float and the result will be stored in float format. So that means here we have seen some implicit type conversion. We have not done anything. Automatically during the operation that integer is converted to float. Okay, and this is done by the compiler automatically. Clear? Now let us see one more example. Number 1 equal to 2, number 2 equal to 3, number 3 equal to 5. Okay, you have to find the average of all these three numbers. Clear? So how to find the average? So you have to like write down number 1 plus number 2 plus number 3, then you have to divide by 3. Okay, so printf percentage f. Okay, simple thing we have done. What you have done? You have assigned three values to three variables. You are finding the average of all those three numbers. So simply in mathematics, we know that we have to add three numbers and you have to divide by 3. Okay. So you are getting 3.60, but this is 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 5, 10. 10 by 3 is 3 point some values. It's not 3.60. But what is happening here? Now the numerator is integer, denominator is integer. So integer by integer, it is giving you result as integer. That means 10 by 3 is giving you 3. And then as you are storing in float, so it is converting to higher one and 3.60 are coming. Okay. But we need the original value. So what we will do here, we can write like this. Let us try. See, you are getting 3.63. Clear? So that means here these are the real-time problems whenever we need some manual conversion, or this is also known as a explicit type conversion, because you may get some logical error or wrong result whenever you are not converting or you are dependent on the compiler to convert. So there are situations will come where you need to go for explicit type conversion, and there are places where automatically the implicit type conversion will work. Okay. So through this video, what actually we have learned how to do the type conversion. Automatically, if it is done by the compiler, it is considered as implicit, but we have seen some situations will come where actually implicit type conversion will not work. So manually, you have to do some operation so that explicitly it needs to be converted to our required data type. Okay. So just practice some more examples and you will get to know what is the meaning of type conversion. Okay. So thank you everyone for watching this video.